Hey guys, Grassman here. This is a second take because I had accidentally deleted forgot to delete the other video and it got corrupted. So, take two. So I'm going to be talking about the Ninja Champion and why I think he may actually be one of the best clan boss and possibly best legendaries because of that. I don't know how good he's going to perform in some cases, but he seems like because of one of his skills specifically, he may be one of the best champions or clan boss, at least in the game. So first off, promo code. The word NINJA, Ninja, gets you like 5 energy refills, 500,000 silver, a couple of counterattacks, which are, it's interesting, 3 times 50 apparently, which might be a mistake. I thought it was just 150, but not sure, and 3 days of a 3-day XP thing. So that's pretty good. And then of course you've also got the 7-day ninja hunt. Just log in for 7 days, claim your rewards, you get 2 5-star epics, 2 6-star legendaries, and then 2 6-star epics and 2 6-star legendaries. So, for actual Ninja himself, let's look at him base first, and then we'll talk about armor and multipliers. Base, looking at him, HP is at 1680, or 16,800, not bad. Attack is at 1500, Trunda's is 1600, so his attack is quite high. He's gonna be a good nuker. Defense is a bit low, but that makes sense for a good attack champion. Speed's 100, it's normal. Crit rate 15% is normal. Crit damage 63 is above average. Resistance is 30 as usually happens. And accuracy is 10. Normally it starts at 0, so that's good that he has semi-inherent accuracy. So, what are his skills? A1, attack one enemy, when fully booked, has a 60% chance placing 60% decreased defense for 2 turns. Also fills this champion's turn meter by 15% when used against bosses. He's going to be good for clan boss. Hailburn. Attack 3 times at random on a 3-turn cooldown when fully booked. Each hit has a 100% chance when booked of placing an HP burn debuff for 3 turns. Also places a perfect veil buff on this champion for 2 turns. When used against bosses, will instantly activate HP burn debuffs, including HP burn debuffs placed by the skill. Not exactly sure how that'll work. Whether that means it'll, activate HP burns, he'll place it and then it'll activate immediately, or it'll activate if there's any left over and then place it. But either way, still good. And then Cyan Slash on a 4-turn cooldown attacks all enemies. When booked, has a 100% chance placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn. When targeting a boss, will only attack the boss, not all enemies. I think it's the first time they've actually clarified something with the parentheses. And will ignore 50% of the target's defense. Will also decrease the cooldown of the Hailburn skill by 1 turn. This means, against something like the spider, if you target a spiderling, he'll still do the AoE and hit everyone. If you target the boss, he'll only attack the boss, but he'll decrease the cooldown of Hailburn by 1 turn, which could be good because the HP burn hurts everything, and he'll ignore 50% of the spider's defense. Then, the thing that possibly makes him the best, Escalation is a passive. Attack increases Ninja's attack by 10% up to 100%, and crit damage by 5% up to 25%, each time a single enemy is hit by all 3 of Ninja's active skills in a single round. This effect can occur multiple times against the same enemy. When fighting bosses, will increase Ninja's attack by 20% up to 100% and crit damage by 10 up to 25 instead. What does this mean? This means that if you hit an enemy with all 3 of your skills, your attack will go up, and so will your crit damage. So, for example, starting with your A1, then attacking with your A2, or A3 and then A2, and then with your A1, you want to hit all the guys that your A2 hit. Then, for each one that you do, it'll increase by 10%. If it was a boss, it'll increase by 20%. So again, something like the Ice Golem, if you can hit all 3 guys with the Hailburn, and you, of course, have used this one, you can attack the 2 minions and then the boss for 10, 10, and 20%. And then you're up 40% attack, and, 20% crit damage. What else? So, the thing about this is, the increased attack buff only does by 50%, and this does up to 100%. So when maxed, this is doubling his attack. If you, for example, have his attack at 8k, which is reasonably high, it'll double to 16k, and with the increased attack, I'm pretty sure it won't multiply and increase another 8k, half the 16, it should just increase by the half of the 8. So that'll go up to 20. Otherwise, it would go to 24. But still, the low estimate, which I assume is how it's going to work, 20,000 damage off only 8k attack. This will almost never happen. In Arena, he's almost never going to do this, except for, like, against a heal lock team, if you're heal locked. Against bosses, it still won't usually go that high. Against clan boss, it easily can. My build for this guy, when I get him, is going to be try and get his accuracy above 200, so that he can land the HP burn and the decreased defense. Crit rate as close to 100 as I can get. Speed, I'm going to try and make him go 2 times or more as often as the clan boss. And, of course, you can't, like, speed tune him perfectly either, because he has the increased the turn meter by 15% when used against bosses. And I'm going to try and get his attack as close to 8k as possible, or, like, maybe 6k, because my armor is weaker. So maybe 5k, maybe 6k, maybe 4k, I don't know. I'll try and get as high as possible. And then I'll put him on my clan boss team. Because this is basically just going to double his attack after a certain amount of turns. If I'm going twice as often as the clan boss, and this is a 5-turn cooldown, I'm going to need to go... And when you book it, it's down to 4. So when he's booked and this is down to 4, I'm going to need to do the 4. It'll increase by 20% against bosses. So I'll need to do it 5 times. 4 times 5 is 20. If I'm going twice as often as a clan boss, after just 10 turns, I'm doing double damage. So... He's good. He's going to be good against clan boss. He may be one of the best because he's if you can, like, get his attack up high enough, he'll have an extraordinary attack. So for example, like, getting someone's attack above, like, 10k might be impossible. It's incredibly hard to go super high. But Ninja, after just, like, if you have him going twice as often as clan boss, it's only 10 turns. If you have him going 3 times as often as a clan boss, it's less. Then it's only... What, it would be... 6 or 7? So after just 6 or 7 clan boss turns, you're now doing double damage. Plus the increased attack is going to make it even more. So even just his A1 is going to do incredible damage. Also, he's of course got the HP burn, which is good against the bosses, and he ignores half their defense with the 3rd skill, which also decreases this skill's cooldown. What else? The multipliers. So Hell Hades did a video where he talked about the multipliers. The multipliers for it, for his A1 is a 3.9, which puts it in the top 35%, makes it strong. For his A2 is a 2.2, I think, which, because of the way it is, if all 3 hit the same guy, it becomes a 6.6 and makes it godlike in the top 12%. So it does crazy damage. If it's against different enemies, it's still strong. And this one, because it's AoE, only has like a 2.95 or something. Go watch Hell Hades for the exact numbers. And that still puts it in either strong or godlike. I'm not sure which one for an AoE. So they're all really strong skills. With the extra crazy high attack, it puts him like off the charts good. Now, I'm not like a super expert on this, so I don't know once we build him how good he's actually going to be. He seems like he's going to be incredibly good, but there could be some hidden factor I'm missing. But it seems like if you can get his crit rate to 100, so he's always critting, because that'll add like a certain amount of damage as well. So get his crit rate to 100, get his accuracy to like 200, get his speed to go 2 or 3 times as fast as the clan boss, and then get his attack as high as possible while not sacrificing too much HP and defense. You will need some of those just so he survives. You should be able to get him quite high. I've also got, like, Skull Crusher has Ally Protect. So if you have a good Ally Protect champion, you can sacrifice even a bit more HP and defense to really buff his attack. But he might also not be that good on a... What are they called? What are they called? Immortal team? Unkillable. Unkillable's last turn 50. He might not be that good there, but he would probably be good on a normal team, or on a turn 80-ish team. One where they are just surviving the clan boss hits. Because you can, like, survive the clan boss hits, abusing a couple of things, for quite long. You can survive it up to, like, turn 80 or so. Those are the best teams, better than unkillable teams. So he might be good on one of those teams. He might not be necessarily that good on an unkillable team. Even then, though, his damage does seem like it could go crazy if you get his attack high enough. Because his attack is going to be times by 2.5, having the 50% increased attack, and the double attack from escalation. So whatever you get his attack to, multiply it by 2.5, and that's going to be his true attack after just a couple of turns against the clan boss. Like, even now, without any books, this is a 5-turn cooldown. 5 times 5 is going to be 25. If I'm going twice as often as the clan boss, that's like 12.5 turns. So after just 13 turns, if I'm surviving 20 turns, even just for the last 7, I'm doing 20,000 attack worth of damage. Yeah. So, it depends how strong you can get him. If you can get his attack crazy high, guaranteed crit rate, going twice as often as clan boss, and landing his debuffs, he's really good. He might not be that good if you can't get his buffs that high. So, like, with my armor, I might only... with my current armor, I can probably get him to go twice as fast as the clan boss, get him to the right accuracy, get him to 100% crit rate, but then I might only be able to get 3 or 4k attack. If I go for more like 6k attack, I might have to sacrifice something. So I'm not sure. I'm thinking accuracy banner, speed boots, and then plop as much attack as I can in everything else, and try and have crit rate and attack percent substats on what I can. And in like chest and gauntlets, I'm thinking still attack percent, and try and have just crit rate percent if I can. Because even if I don't have him guaranteed critting, if I have like 80%, that's still fine. I'm not that high of an account, but if your account permits it, getting like enough accuracy to land the debuffs, because he's probably just clan boss champion. Like, again, maybe he'll also be kind of strong against like a heal lock arena team, but other than that, he's not actually that powerful. He's got the freeze AoE, so he might be good for dungeons, but he won't be good for arena in most cases. He's not necessarily good for campaign farming. So, okay for dungeons, possibly incredibly good for clan boss. Good multipliers, incredibly strong skill that increases attack. Yeah, if you can make him, for clan boss, because it lasts long enough for escalation to really build up, he may be one of the best clan boss champions there is. Because if you can get his attack high enough, he'll just double it and go crazy amounts. And like that's another thing. Like, with armor, you can only get attacks so high, and most champions don't have the ability to just double their attack after certain conditions are met. So, like, for example, like, what's the highest attack you can possibly get Trunda to? I don't know, maybe like 30,000, maybe? I don't even know if that's anywhere near possible. I don't know what a good amount for attack is. Maybe you can get Trunda to like 20,000, maybe, most. But, for example, if you could, with a maxed account, with everything's perfect armor, get this guy to 20,000, get Ninja to 20,000, he'll just, like, blatantly double it for you once his escalation's met, and he's done doing, like, 40,000 worth of damage. And his skills are all strong to godlike damage. So, he's incredibly good. The other thing is, there are a couple of, like, weird things Polarium's talking about. Like, there's a news thing. So if we look at the news, Raid Ninja. When Teleria is in need, only a hero will answer the call. Born a Bannerlord, raised a Shadowkin. Oh, that makes sense, because he does look like a human. Born a Bannerlord, raised a Shadowkin, the warrior grew up a true master of the martial arts. He's now ready to join the Grand Battle against Siroth. Teleria welcomes Ninja. He's a unique champion, will only be available to obtain between July 16th and October 15th, and you will only be able to obtain him once. If you miss out forever. So, this possibly means you can never get him again. Once he is gone, they will never open a way to get him again. Meaning, try as hard, like, it's a 7-day login. Get him now, don't risk anything. Because it sounds like he will... he's already one of the champions you can't summon from any shards. So it sounds like you may just never be able to get Ninja again. Even once the 7-day thing is gone. He will be free to all players as a reward in the limited time Ninja Hunt. All you have to do is place the raid for 7 days between July 16th and October 15th. That's, you have a month to do it. And on day 7 you'll be able to get him. There was also something about him only being, like, available for a month or something. So, like, I mean, I doubt they're going to just take him away from us after a month. That wouldn't make any sense. But there was some, like, there's been some weird questions. There was something talking about something like that, and we're not getting much responses from Polarium. But I doubt anything like that's going to happen. I assume it'll all just work out. But it does seem like we're never going to be able to get Ninja again, and we can't summon him. The following champions cannot be summoned from Sacred Shards. Shaman, Jaizo, Haikatun, Yaga the Insatiable, Dark Aethel, Dark Elaine, Lord Legionary, Sylve the Drake, Tanix, and Grush the Mangler. The following cannot be summoned from any Sacred Shard. Or from any shard, I mean. So, Thea the Tomb Angel. Again, she's a Doom Tower one. You can only get one of her. Lady of the Death Siren. She's the Faction Wars reward. Gomlock Skyhide. I don't know who that is. I assume he's one of the Doom Tower ones. Archimage Helmet is a Doom Tower one. Ryan the Conjurer. Not sure. Urost Soul Cage. I think Ryan and Urost might also be Doom Tower ones. Akoth the Seared. Don't know who that is either. Ramatu Drake's Blood is the the one similar to Arbiter. Arbiter you actually can, Arbiter apparently you can get from all shards. You can even get her from Sacred ones for some reason. No, you would have to get her. You would have to get her from a Void one. But you can't get. So you could get Arbiter from a Sacred one, but you can't get Drake's Blood guy from. Or you can get Arbiter from Void. You can't get Drake's Blood at all. Ninja is also there. So Ninja, you can't get from any shard under any circumstances. So it seems like what they're saying is the only way to get Ninja is from this one event, and you will never be able to get him again. So he's going to be, once this event goes away, anyone who doesn't have him, it's just going to be a permanently empty slot in the index. Which I kinda, don't agree with. I don't think there should be a guy you can never gain access to. If a player starts on October 16th, the day after the event, they should be able to complete their thing just as full as anyone who started before. They shouldn't have this one guy in Shadowkin who they can never get access to. But apparently that's what Plarium is saying is going to happen. So, make sure you get your Ninja. He's incredibly strong, possibly one of the best clan boss guys out there. I don't know. We'll have to test him. Everyone's going to get him on that same 7th day. You can't get him before that. So everyone's going to get him on that 7th day. We'll all test him out there. I'm sure the YouTubers will try him out everywhere, so go watch them. Go watch Ash, BGE, Hell Hades. They'll all talk about him tons. I've already watched two or three of them make videos on him. So, go check them out, go watch their videos for more information. I think he's definitely going to be one of the best guys, because of that crazy double damage. There is, I believe, no one else in the game that can just double their damage like that. So, against Clan Boss, where he's timed to ramp up, he may be one of the best, maybe the best champion for that. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And I'll see you next time. Yeah, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Bye, guys.